Yo. Welcome back to the Really Hoop Podcast. Hey. Number one Kenyan Basketball pod. I ain't even tripping, by the way. Just go and Google. Do yourself and Google. Ask ChatGPT, Gemini, all those AIs. I'm not even copying. Anyway, today is special. We have our returning guest, Kenyan Basketball analyst, GOAT, Dennis Nderitu. Thanks a lot for coming back.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
How you doing, man?
In the building. Make sure to sub to the channel.
Sub to the channel. Our other episode is the best performing one, most views. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, we'll just hop on it. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us a 5-star rating. So, bro, the rain, man. The Friday rains, what did they get to? It was crazy.
So, the Friday rains were insane. At least I was able to get home early. Yeah. I was at the Westlands area. There was an engagement I had at Westlands, but I was able to leave town early. So when it started pounding, the first thing that came to my mind was, Jesus Christ, I was just in town just a few hours ago. So I could imagine like people trying to get to the house. Yeah. It's raining. It's tough. Yeah. And man, I mean, a lot of people lost their lives. I mean, there are people who lost their property, but my heart goes out to people who lost their lives because number one, you know, it's something that is very heavy. Yeah. And prayers up to all those guys.
Rest in peace to all those who lost their life. I just hope things can get better because this is so-called the capital of Africa. And floods.
I mean, the thing is, like, we are the capital, but we're not moving like the capital. Yeah. And my God, I was expecting like a few things to change. Yeah. With the with how things have been happening. And one thing I noticed, it keeps raining every single time. Every single year at this point in the year, it rains. Last year, the same thing. The year before, but
nothing is happening.
Yeah.
Anyway, of course, the reason why we had to start with the rain is because of our beloved Nyayo National Basketball Gymnasium. And we talked about it the last time.
So the thing is, if you've been following NBA Kenya on Instagram and also Nderitu Basketball on Facebook, you'll notice that Nyayo has been drenched. The arena is, I don't know if it's an arena, but the court is slick. You know, people have been mopping up the place. And the thing that I even noted was it keeps happening every single time it rains. Even we almost got embarrassed in the 2024, WBLA. Not even WBLA for last year, in the 2024 Road to BAL.
Yeah.
It started raining in the game day too, and the court was slick. So they had to stop the games. Yeah. It's a FIBA game, they're stopping it to wipe. Damn, so that was embarrassing. Even this one was embarrassing. I can say there are very many questions, and maybe in this show we can be able to like debunk some of the.
It's just wild. It's wild. Yeah. As in, it rained crazy. It was raining. The videos are just disgusting. It's a health hazard. I think I saw a rat. I don't know if that was a rat or a rat.
I think it was a rat. I even saw Israel Otobo. He commented, "Did I see a rat there?" I was like, Jesus Christ. And the thing is, I've noticed a pattern with even the posts getting, viral, especially when we're talking about the rains. Yeah. One thing I've noted is people are shifting blame. They're saying we should blame Stadia Management and we should not blame KBF. Yeah. Think about it. All of them have equal blame because Stadia Management have failed to run maintenance on that space. Yeah. And KBF are still giving them going and leasing that venue for these games. So both parties were affected. KBF were affected in terms of operations in the league, and Stadia Management were affected because now that venue cannot be used. So there's equal blame to go around. Yeah. But I don't think this one exonerates KBF. Yeah. Like, you cannot exonerate KBF. You cannot exonerate yourself. This one is you. Yeah. You are the ones who pick the venue. Even there are some times people are asking, why are these games not in Kasarani?
Yes.
There's my very close friend during the game asked me, why can't they take these games to Kasarani? Yeah. I was like, this is different Stadia Management.
Yeah.
And, maybe KBF are used to, operating like that.
Yeah.
But to be honest, why not use the quality, arena or quality venue like Kasarani? Oh no, Kasarani is far away from the CBD, but the way Nyayo is placed is very central.
Yeah.
So I think, there are some operational things that the illegitimate federation have failed at.
Yeah.
And to be honest, even they've not even come out with a statement.
There was no statement.
No statement.
I had seen the one saying that the games have been postponed. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it, but that's not a statement. You're supposed to come out and say, even you could even see like the Thunder's social media, they made a statement. They said, the games were postponed to the next day because the arena was slick, we couldn't play.
Yeah.
But now we're waiting for a federation, a whole regulatory body for Kenyan basketball to speak on this matter. And they said nothing. Even esports Kenya, like the Federation of Esports, they made a post saying, they made a post addressing like what is going on currently. They're not affected by these things like directly the way KBF is, but they came out and said something. So
it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Yeah, those people, I saw many comments. Of course, the Kenyan video posted went viral on that mad situation. There was some people who are like, that's the Stadia's issue. So my question is to those people. So should you congratulate KBF? Or KBF have done a good thing. They have done a good thing about this. KBF is the body in charge of basketball in Kenya, and even if that's not the venue that they own, their own brand cannot afford to be in a substandard venue. Like, fucking hell, like, seriously.
Ask yourself this question, Javan, even to the audience. Where do you think your gate fees go?
Yeah.
Because understand this, the games were postponed, and the game, no game was got played.
Thunders happened the following day.
I'm talking about that Friday.
That day,
that Friday when it was raining. No game got played because of the rains. Did the guys get their refunds? I saw a comment on my post. Guys did not get refunds.
Are you serious?
These people have been looting money.
Wow. And that's not even a lie.
It's sad. Yeah. It's not even a laughing matter because number one, these people will charge you. Imagine there's somebody who paid VIP or even courtside tickets for that, and they never even got to enjoy the game. I'm not sure how the refund policy is because at least at some point in time, you could have expected even KBF to even initiate a reversal or say, we have carried over, you don't have to buy a ticket tomorrow. Yeah,
maybe you show your M-Pesa message.
So that's another issue. That's another big issue. And to be honest, KBF cannot exonerate themselves on this matter. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're going to watch this. You can't exonerate yourself. You are responsible because you are the ones who chose that venue. Yeah. Had you chosen a different venue and was not affected by, natural, situations like the way it rained, maybe the conversation will have changed. But now, because you picked that, now your brand, the whole entity, Stadia Management are not even going to be like on the front line because it's you. The games not happen. Yeah. So,
and it's crazy. It would be more understandable if this was the first time. No, because it happened, as you mentioned in 2024.
No, it happened. Let me give you a chronological account. 2018. Let's go back to 2018. Yeah. Remember this Nyayo Indoor Basketball Gym? Yeah. Don't call it an arena. I don't think Nyayo is an arena. This thing
actually, it's basically a normal outdoor basketball court with a.
Then they put like they've sealed roof. They've put the roof. They sealed like the canopy or something.
It's just a normal outdoor court.
Bro, let me tell you, this thing was built in the Moi era. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I don't think there have been any upgrades since then. Yeah. And we're talking about the first president, not even the second president. Yeah. Okay. He ruled for 24 years. Yeah. Anyway, the thing is, there is an issue.
You're saying the order.
We are saying there's an issue with how Stadia Management, is run. Yeah. Going back, it was built in the early, 80s or something thereabout. It has not changed. Yeah. 2018, NTV came out with a report and said that, games were postponed. Playoff games were postponed because of the rains, right? The games were postponed. That was 2018. 2020, the upgrades that Nyayo did, they went ahead and added seats. That's it. They added seats.
They didn't used to be seats.
They never used to be seats.
On the bare.
People who have been in Kenyan basketball, people in Kenyan basketball who have been following hoops, they were sitting on the bare concrete.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Go check out. I even ask people to go check out, like, the throwback reports for like Kenyan B-ball. You'll see like people sat on concrete. It was tough. And even the guys who did the NUBL, the University League, early 2020, you could see the gym, people sat on concrete. And the only people who were VIPs were sitting on plastic chairs, like the plastic ones. So they added seats in 2020, like that time in the pandemic. And understand, the Nyayo gym, what these people did was they closed down because of the pandemic for a year for renovations. They said renovations. And the only renovations they had was to paint. Or did they painted? They did a paint job and added seats. That's it. They didn't deal anything with the roofing. They didn't do anything about that. So then that was 2020. 2024, games were getting paused in the road to BAL. Elite 16, you could see the court was getting slick because the rain was getting in. And that time it was raining heavily as well. Then fast forward to present day.
So the games haven't yet started, right?
No, they were starting. Oh, this one's
for
2024. The games were already started. Then they were pausing them just to wipe the slick floor.
Oh, but the games weren't postponed.
No.
Okay.
No.
And then I think that's when they immediately have had to go to Kasarani.
I think so, yes.
I don't know if it was in the initial plans.
The thing was, in 2020, there was an issue with crowd control. Even I mentioned, even in the previous episode, I said the Nyayo Indoor Basketball Gym had an issue with crowd management, to the point where the Kenya police had to get involved in crowd management. Game was postponed for like 2 hours. So for ticket management and regulating of the fans, what they decided to do was, let's try to extort people. Let's overcharge people for regular tickets at 1,000, so that they can be able to regulate the crowds. So they succeeded because not many people were able to get into the venue. So then they moved the games to Kasarani, where it was okay. I feel like even the WBLA qualifiers, I don't think women, they had like that strong of a fan base here in basketball. So they put them in Nyayo. Then
the one for last year.
Then, for Elite 16, they put them in, they put us in Kasarani for the men's games. So, but on the flooding issue, the venue is dilapidated. It's bad. It gives me JKIA vibes.
I know, man.
JKIA, when you're loading like your luggage, it was just raining. But this one is a failure of Stadia Management to fix the venue. And the KBF people, they're not transparent with us when it comes down to their choice of venue. Because even I made a post and talked about it. I said, this one is affecting player welfare. Somebody can, slide and, somebody could get injured. Someone can get injured. It's waterborne disease, health. There's
rats, man. What the hell? That was a rat, not a cat.
It was a rat, by the way. Because I saw somebody, I don't know. So
someone said the health hazard.
At first, I had not caught it, but when I went and rewatched the video, I was like, oh my God. Then you could see it was literally dripping, from that cushion there on.
Oh, that one was just so nasty. And then they were putting like a sort of bucket.
They're putting bucket there.
Get the water.
Not only that, they also at the roofing at the top part. You could see on the stair, on the walkway, that place was drenched. It was drenched. It was
even the court itself.
The court itself was getting slick at a point. At the corners, at some point in the middle, it just drips.
And this is basketball. Basketball is an indoor sport. Like
how much money?
Luxury of playing games no matter what weather there is.
And basketball in itself is an indoor sport. It's not an outdoor sport. What difference is it? Because even guys were even roasting They were roasting Nyayo at the comments. They are saying, is this indoor or outdoor?
I swear.
Even there's a video that went viral of this this girl and this other guy.
The ones outside.
The ones outside, they were saying there's no fence, there's nothing.
No fence, and by the way, interestingly, that fence has not been there since like November because I was going for the WBLA. Anyone can enter Nyayo Stadium.
Like,
there's no fence. Even when the game's finished, when guys are choosing to walk out, if you're picking a mat or you're picking a cup, guys just walk out.
Just cross over.
Just leave.
Cross over.
Oh man.
So that's the number one. That's the number one venue for Premier League games. I mean, Premier League is supposed to be Kenya's top league.
Exactly.
That's the number one league in Kenyan basketball. Subjected to this situation. So it's I can say it's unfortunate. And I feel like if there's a lease agreement that was signed between KBF and Stadia Management in Nyayo, it should be terminated immediately. Because number one, not only is there flooding an issue, but also water and sanitation. Water and sanitation is an issue. Like the changing rooms are dilapidated. To be honest, it's embarrassing to see even us hosting the WBLA. I was feeling like, man, I hope we just don't get exposed because you know, in this digital era and social media, somebody can make a video and you know, just clown us. They have big these guys have big platforms. These players have big platforms. They can go ahead and post a video that can go viral and it paints us in a bad light, similar to what we saw with not only flooding, also you could even see like where the power was. You could see there was water there. It was getting drenched. At some point, it electrocuted. At some point, the lights cut off. At some point, the lights cut off. And this was cut off during the rains. At this point, it cut off in a normal game. The lights just cut off. So I'm like, you know, come on, what is this? Last year, lights cut off. This year, you're seeing rain, you know, pounding rain, hurting everything. So
for me, I think Nyayo should just be demolished, all of it, because there's no kind of, as in it's ugly, like it doesn't look good. It looks old. I like Kasarani, by the way, it's nice, but Kasarani needs now a renovation indoor because I could see some level of uncleanliness in that Kasarani. It needs to be polished better. What the hell?
There's something that I noticed. If you look at the BAL highlights for Elite 16, you'll notice that BAL do not put colored videos.
Oh, shit.
They didn't put colored videos for us, for our Road to BAL. They put black and white. I caught this and I was like, I saw this in the first time we hosted the Elite 16 in 2024. They put a recap for I watched the Thunder game versus City Oilers. I was like, why are they putting it in black and white? Then I came to realize when to look at it, it's not colorful. Like it's not like, you know.
It looks so bland.
It looks old. It looks bland,
some
old.
Like,
There's that mahogany, man. Needs like to be finished again. Like run some sandpaper there. Put some guys who can make it appealing. Because one thing I noticed was I think that is the main reason as to why I feel like sometimes FIBA are hesitant. Because
how did we get lucky, like with Road to BAL twice?
I can say this.
WBLA.
We got lucky because we're in the. I can say we are the last resort. Because in 2024 we are the last resort. They already hosted the first round of the Road to BAL in Tanzania. They could not rehost again the Elite 16 there. South Africa is not a venue that can be used to host like Road to BAL because the arena that they use, they're going to host the BAL, right? Kalari Conference is going to be there. But turn to Morocco. But that's a side note. But if you look at it, you could see Burundi, no good quality courts. Rwanda, locked for BAL. Tanzania, Uganda, no, they don't have I don't think Uganda have a good infrastructure like that. Even the Lugogo, I don't think it's nice. I think if you compare Lugogo and Kasarani, the arena in Lugogo, Kasarani is better. And we're actually saying Kasarani can be improved. Even Nyayo can be improved. So we got lucky because maybe, FIBA are like fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Can we trust these people to not mess up the way they messed up in 2020? Yeah, well, KBF on their best behavior, and at least, that one gave goodwill to FIBA. Yeah. Because that means if you've been able to host successfully in 2 venues in the 254, that means even this year there's a high likelihood WBLA can come back, and the Elite 16 can also come back.
What if
can come back? Yeah.
What if Thunder reaches far and they won't be participating?
I mean, maybe the Thunder make it to the finals. Maybe. Yeah. If they make it to the BAL finals, maybe we will not participate. Yeah. We'll go have a direct ticket, but you're seeing the whole franchising thing. I don't think it's going to be easy. Yeah.
Then, like you had also mentioned, there are things I'd also want to mention about the Nyayo Indoor Gym, crowd management, and other things on infrastructure. Let me start with the infrastructure. I don't like the placement of the bathrooms, washrooms, because washrooms cannot be in the same line as the baseline of the court. Like, it doesn't make sense. A game is going on. You literally someone wants to use the washroom, as in you're just there. As in, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're even watching a live stream, you'll see that there's no privacy. It's not professional. That place should not be accessible. As in, get somewhere else. Like, what's that?
Bro, check this out. There's this time before I got banned, when I was watching Nyayo games, there's this time I sat down and the door swung open a bit. Yeah. Then I think there was no water in Nyayo. So like the ammonia just came in. There's a wave of ammonia gases emanating from the bath. Oh my God, I was like, what is this? It stinks. At some point, there's no water. And you ask yourself, do these people actually pay for this venue? I know. Because if you're paying for something, you have to see value for it. And one thing I've noticed is even the athletes, even the gate revenue that is collected, do you actually think it goes to even even paying? Let's say, for example, not Stadia Management, but also the money can be used to hire cleaners. Yeah. Just on Friday mornings, just clean up the venue. Exactly. Clean it up, make sure it's clean, make sure the water is passing through the pipes. Because the piping is there. It's just that there's no water. Fix the water situation. Simple, basic things. Put
And the washroom should not be there. Like that
shouldn't be there. Like the design was poor. Yeah. And I think the court was an outdoor court, and they tried to make it look like put a canopy there. Yeah. And to be honest, it was just like a improvising makeshift dingy thing. So to be honest, I think a Kenya Premier League game should not be played there. I don't think so.
Move to Kasarani. Let's get.
Just move to Kasarani.
It's farther from
it's far.
Yeah, we want quality.
It's far, but quality matters. And if the fan base is strong enough, also you can even see transport companies can even chime in to say, hey, look, we'll pick you from
different spots.
You can even put Nyayo as like the pickup point. If you're here at this point, if you're here at this point, at this time, be here at this time, we'll organize a track for you. If there's money that is going to be paid, let's say if it's 100 bob or 150, or let's say 200 bob to and from, we'll just pick you,
will take you to the gate,
and get in the gate and bring you back. How about that?
That can work.
Like even the federation can say, hey, look, we see Kasarani is far away. Yeah. So what we can do is we can even try to subsidize your transportation. You can even offer you a flat rate of like, let's say 300 to pay. Yeah. People can just pay that one. They are guaranteed they're going to be taken to that place and they're going to be dropped in town so that they can shuttle back. So there are different ways to deal with these things. Quality of the arena. Well, quality of the place where it's going to get played. Yeah. That is the most important thing. Yeah, and unless these things happen, unless change happens, we'll continue having the same thing.
We need more modern stuff. Yeah, the scoreboards sometimes they're not.
The scoreboard, the scoreboard that is up there can even fall off.
I swear.
The thing can fall off mid-game.
Nah, for sure.
Because that thing has not been fixed for years, for decades. It can be there, maybe even like the last time Kenya host like the Afro Basket, that thing maybe was working.
Yeah.
But now it's not working.
It's not,
Stadium, it has cobwebs, dusty.
Now we use the other small ones, which sometimes are not accurate.
There is the small ones, and there's this time you're asking yourself, like, so you expect the whole
everyone to be able to see. There, Okay, now I saw they put one opposite where the refs see it, so but not always consistent. Lastly, on the Nyayo, crowd management. I've attended 2 KNBL games. That's for Thunder, of course. Thunder, I'm a Thunder fan. Okay, I'm a Thunder fan, but like, I'm not the strongest Thunder fan because I am not a fan of farmers leagues. I need them to be beaten. We can't have a team win all the time.
Like you're talking about farmers leagues, like the way PSG is being seen in Ligue 1.
In the French league for football. One competition. Anyway, I've gone for 2 of their games before the bullshit of flooding. The place was too full. It's too full. Seriously, the place is full. The officials are still handing out regular tickets. It doesn't make sense. You can't even move. During halftime, you're even hesitant of going out. Because you can't come back in. You're disturbing people. It's terrible, man. Once it's sold out, it's sold out.
If it's sold out, if it's sold out,
it's
bro.
Too full.
If it's sold out, just cut it off.
Exactly.
Like, say, bro, I'm sorry, but you can't wait.
The stadium is
done. It's done.
It was so bad because now guys are crowded there at the entrance. Guys wanna enter, you blocking the VIP guys.
Even the guys who are there, even the guys who are already there, like, they are standing.
Yeah, people are standing.
No, they're not. See, there's this time I went and watched the Thunder versus Cobra game in 2024. Bro, that place was full. I had a ticket, but I didn't sit the whole game. I couldn't sit. The place is full. I mean, it's okay. You're saying, okay, it's good for a place to get like sold out, but it's different from like, poor crowd management. Because what we have is poor crowd management. And the problem is the people who are in charge of ticketing are so greedy. Because they want to collect their money. And
collect as much.
And that money being collected will not even reach the player. Will not reach the player, and it will not reach like, even like basic, sanitation for the venue. Because understand, even if it's a leasehold, let's say, for example, like the house that you live in, yes, you have not built the house, you are leasing it, right? You're leasing that, you're paying rent. Does that mean that you don't clean it?
You don't do anything.
You have leased it, it's yours for that point. Why don't you clean it up? Make sure it's not neat. Do that. Do the basic things and stop being greedy. Stop taking tickets. When it's sold out, it's sold out. Have security marshals there.
And
on
we need
site.
more than one entrance. Like, bro, we crowd there.
No, they're cramming the entrance because they want a central place where they can ticket. And they're not, and there's no marshal to say this place is sold out now. And if you feel like, and the thing is, if this place is that sold out, why don't you take it to Kasarani?
Exactly.
Take it to Kasarani. At least there we know you're not going to say, everyone will get a seat. Even with the Road to BAL games, which I went and watched like 3 games. The place was full, but there were still seats.
Still a few. It was 90% full.
It was not. It was 80 because look, the people in the VIP were sold out, right? People in those different quarters were full at the front part, but at the rear part, there were some patches where like they were empty. So I'm like,
just move to Kasarani. But at the end of the day, we don't know the deal that they have with the Stadia Management and all that. Maybe they have to go through the
and that's why they have to tell us like things about the financials in the GMs which don't happen. But anyway, I mean,
that's on the Nyayo issue.
It's a long one, and it's
just had to address it.
Just had to address that because my God, I saw that on my heart broke because I love this sport and I really don't like the way it's being represented. Not good at all. Not good at all.
Terrible. So the next topic we'll talk about the Basketball Africa League Season 6 or BAL 6 and Nairobi City Thunder's preparations and everything. So I'm sure you've seen some of the player signings.
Yeah.
All that. Like you tell me your thoughts.
As per recording of this video, I can say the Thunder have made I can say 3 signings of guys that were not on the roster last year. Okay, there were a couple of players who they brought in last year, but I don't think they're gonna get brought back. Most notable, Ater Majok, he left.
Yeah.
He left last year December and went to Dar City.
Yeah.
But SVL Dakar said, come back, let's see if they can run it back.
Yeah.
So he's gone there.
Senegal.
He's with Senegal.
Yeah.
So then we saw about Odero.
Yeah.
He went to Tigers BC, but from reports, Thunder came out and said he's gonna be on that roster. So I'm not sure how they're gonna fix that chemistry.
Yeah.
And the biggest problem for the Thunder, I can even say, is their frontcourt. Their frontcourt takes a very huge hit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Bramwell and Okal will be able to handle the physicality that comes with BAL, because we saw what happened last year.
Yeah.
The Thunder signed so many good, they had guards, they had guard depth, but when it came to the front court, rebounding wasn't the best. And to be honest, I feel this one is going to be worse than what we saw last year.
Ooh.
It's going to be worse. I feel because, and I'm going to give you solid points why.
I watched your video.
You see, last year the Thunder had about 5 months to prepare.
Yeah.
5 whole months to go ahead and prepare and get ready, make sure that they are, in a pole position that they can go ahead and challenge. But now, right now, the format changed in the Kalari conference. They have no home court advantage the way they had in Rotubal.
Yeah.
So no home court advantage for them, no fan base like that, because the Thunder feed off crowd energy.
Yeah.
And now without that crowd energy, where are they going to get that, extra, bump to step up their game?
Yeah.
Now, South Africa, Pretoria to be specific, 5 games, it's going to be tough. Less than 2 weeks to prepare. Actually, can I say 1 week? I'm not going to count that next week. They're going to the last week before the games tip off. They only have 1 week to prepare. They have to fix chemistry with the new signings. Yeah. They brought in 1 front court player. Yeah. How will they be able to figure that out? How will Brad Hibbs be able to figure that out? Yeah. How can they undo those wrongs? I mean, it's a different ball game, because even you mentioned Thunder in a farmers league. Yeah. There's no competition.
Yeah. They'll just win everything. I even remember there was a video you mentioned that Thunder, when the trendy organization came and bought Thunder, basically Nairobi City Thunder is not playing for the KBF.
Yes, that's what I said. I said that
they are not. They're playing for the BAL.
Bro, I said that years ago. Yeah. And my comments still remain true, Javan. Yeah. And I can tell you, this team was not built for KBF. Yeah, it wasn't. They had the sole goal of making it all the way to BAL, and not only being there, but also competing. And telling these people, hey man, we are here, we are knocking through that door. So they knocked down the door in KBF, and now the next challenge was knocking down that door in the Road to BAL, which they successfully did. They went 8-1 in their first ever Road to BAL. Yeah. Very impressive. They're able to go ahead. But now, I can say that's why they peaked out. Yeah. They peaked out at that point, and when they went to BAL 5, it was all downhill. Because number one, they had a first world challenge. Yeah. And I keep mentioning, I said, they have 2 things. Yeah. They have to make sure to defend their title locally, domestically. Yeah. And they have to prepare for the BAL. Yeah. Those 2 things cannot go together. They're 2 different mentalities, 2 different strategies. Yeah. Now the problem is with Thunder, they're mixing both. When you mix these 2 things, you will think you winning here locally will also translate to you winning there. And that's not the case. Yeah. You can go 75-0 here, but in Road to BAL, as per the books, last year you finished the 1-5 record. They're the second worst team in BAL. Yeah. They finished with a 1-5 record. The only team that they were better than was Stadia Management, who went 0-6. Yeah. And the team that the Thunder beat didn't even make it to the playoffs. Yeah. So which was Cape Town. No, not even Cape Town. Cape Town, no, it was MBB. MBB. But I know where you've referenced Cape Town, because majority of those players played for the Cape Town Tigers. majority of them, because they're local-based players.
Yeah.
So all I'm just saying is there's the preparation, and there are too many. I feel like there are too many yes men in the Thunder corner.
Yeah.
And because they draw so much energy from the fans keep, saying, yeah, you look great. Yeah, Have you looked at the games that they've played locally here? The games, they're up like 30, but they're still acting like they're down.
Oh, yeah.
Why do their best players still be on the floor?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Why are your best players still on the floor and you're up 30? This game, you're supposed to be resting these players and making them ready. You have the second unit or third unit duke it out. Even if you take an L in the local league, it's not, at this point, the unbeaten means nothing.
Yeah.
Just win the championship. Even the thing even came to conclude was like, if the Thunder, just focus on defending their title, doesn't matter if they win a regular season game, doesn't matter if they lose. It doesn't matter if they lose a regular season game, doesn't matter if they lose a playoff game. Yeah. It's like a series.
Yeah.
Win the series, go on. That's how you're supposed to look at it.
Yeah.
Because the whole unbeaten thing is putting so much pressure on them to play their first team every single time to defend it. And they don't want to have that thing in history. They're like, they have ever, and that thing is going to bite them hard because when you win all the time, there's a certain complacency it has, and when you go and you get tested, because Javan, in anything that you do, even in your career, if you match up with somebody who can offset you, bro, the win is so difficult to come by, because in BAL, you're facing champions. Those are teams that are built for that type of environment. Thunder, they're not barrel tested.
Yeah, they're not. That's a fact.
And did you notice even in the post BAL 5, the games the way they play has not changed. They haven't changed. They believe they don't have to change anything, because the experience in BAL 5 should have helped them say, let's change our systems the way we play. Let's treat, let's use the BAL mentality in KBF. Let's think like that. Let's not think like KBF. Because right now, for the Thunder, even I made a post and I said, the Thunder right now look like a team built for KBF and not BAL. They're not. And look at the signings that APR are making. They signed Quinn Cook. They brought in Tefalena Jr. from MBB. They brought in like a roster of players. And the Thunder are going to play against them. Look at Petro. They made to the finals last year. It's going to be a tough matchup. Look at Alali Benghazi. Brought back John Jackie's Boise. They brought in like former NBA players. I think two former NBA players were brought in. So does the Thunder really have a shot at, going at these teams? Because these teams are retooling and they still have a quality roster. If you look at the rosters if you look at the teams, Javan, in the previous, not even the previous, but in the conference, you will see that, man, these teams are loaded. Who will the Thunder beat? Who will the Thunder beat, to be honest? You tell me.
It's crazy. Actually, I think it will be a miracle if they get even 2 wins.
It's going to be tough.
And I'm not even 80. It's tough. Other teams out here.
And look at Dar City are not like, they're not joking around. They want to go in and make history for themselves. This is their first time. For us, it's the second time. Have we learned the mistakes from yesteryears? Have the Thunder understood, like, hey, man, we need to think different. We need to look at, can we be able to adjust our game to play BAL basketball? Because last year they brought in Evans Ganapamo, they brought in Will Davis. Evans Ganapamo took precious minutes for Albert Odero. We had a 1-5 record. If they had stuck to Albert Odero, it would have worked. But now look, Albert, he left, played for Tigers BC. Now he's come back. Will they have enough time to gel that with that roster? Because that roster has been mangled. And remember, these players are still playing with the same mentality for KBF. I am not sure. You can't change too much with that short time. Because that time we had to wait until Nile Conference tipped off last.
Yeah.
In May. End of May.
Yeah, end of May. Not this time.
For us, it's March. End of March.
Yeah. Are we the first conference?
Yes. We're Kalahari is the first one. Then
in
Sahara.
Morocco, right?
No, South Africa.
Okay.
It is in South Africa. Then the other conference, Sahara, will be in Senegal. Yes. Senegal. Yes, Senegal.
Okay. Only two.
Only two conferences from 3. So, and they have 5 games.
Yeah.
And also in the rivals we have Thunder versus must watch. Yeah. Thunder versus the home team in Joburg Giants. Yeah. They won 2 games against them. Yeah. And that's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, that's gonna be fair. So yeah, for me, as I said, it's gonna be really tough. For me, I trust in someone like Nderitu Getio, of course. This season I think the second game he really showed out.
Yeah.
And he wasn't in BAL season 5. So I think he can do something.
The thing that pissed me off with like the BAL, also I think Thunder sometimes I feel they shouldn't be put with so much pressure like that. They shouldn't put on them like they have lost. Yeah. Because sometimes BAL have some of their BS. They're like, you have to create a roster spot for a BAL Elevate player. Yeah. You have to. So that one, I can say, the Thunder last year, they brought in Nana Apia. Yeah. And they brought in, and they still had the Rekogeti. Yeah. I am sure, even if the Thunder have to knock out a player, I hope it's not him. Because he should play. Yeah. Because they missed his productivity there. He was very vital in the Thunder qualifying for BAL 5. Yeah. Him not playing in BAL 5 was a very huge disappointment because I feel like the Thunder mangled their roster a lot. Yeah. At least right now, even if they have a slim chance, hopefully they can be able to figure out in the first 2 games. But unfortunately, the first 3 days for BAL 5, their Kalahari conference, those are 5. Even Thunder tipping off in day 2, but day 1, day 2, day 3, oh bro, those ones. After day 3, all the rest will be blowouts, one-sided games. The first 3 days will dictate the tempo of how teams are going to go ahead and attack, because right now the window to the margin of error is this small. Yeah. Even if the Thunder loses a game, please, even if the Thunder are going to lose, make sure you keep it close. Yeah. Make sure those games are very close. Make sure that game, if say it's 82-84, final score 84-82, 70-72, 70-77. Make sure it's very close so that you cannot get knocked out in the point differential. Because one thing I noticed was, if teams have a tie record, which is going to be highly likely, we have to make sure to beat these teams at the point differential. Yeah. Always. Because if we can't, it's going to be done. And it's not going to be easy.
I will just need to make the playoffs, I know. Yeah. We want to make the fucking playoffs.
We got to make the playoffs, bro. We got to make it.
We really have to. So, yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah, there was there's this initiative they're calling the Thunder Nights by Nairobi City Thunder.
Yes.
They're basically, I don't know if it will be exhibition games for Team A and Team B.
Orange versus blue.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? I think that is good. They didn't even have exhibition games for their Road to BAL Elite 16. They didn't even have exhibition games. I didn't think they had. Or even if they did, they didn't have quality. Yeah. But let's see how this roster looks like with the new additions. Because I feel they need to prepare. This week should be all hands on deck. If it's training days on end, making sure that their physicality is ready, mentality is ready, everything to make sure that they are perfect for those 5 games. Perfect. They should be flawless. I feel like this is good. This one will create that sense of urgency for the Thunder. They don't have to, rely on KBF games. Yeah. Because KBF games, man, at this point, Thunder should...
It's a walk in the park. I mean... They should... I don't know if you can forfeit. You just say, yo, Ebu give us the championship. There's nothing with that.
Or they can even tell KBF, right? Hey, look, we are doing continental, duties. Yeah. Excuse our fixtures. Yeah. We will come. we will play those fixtures. We are focusing right now on BAL 6 because I think don't mix. They should just say, hey, look, they should just tell KBF, look, we will just reschedule our games.
Oh, so are you saying that there should also be a game on Friday, Thursday and Friday?
I'm not sure.
Because I've been seeing Thunder has been playing on Friday, and that exhibition game will be
on Thursday. Yeah. So I can say
it will happen. Because you know that if you notice some players in the 20 team, 20 is like their team B, right? Some of them play in Thunder. Like I basically saw someone like Ariel Ortega, Gary Shavanga, they were playing in the stand and they usually play in 22.
I feel like Thunder should just shut down.
Yeah.
Should just shut down from KBF and focus on this. From now, this point moving forward, they should just focus on BAL 6 basketball. Full stop. Doesn't matter. They can come out and start saying like, this. They can come out and say, right now they should even come out and say, even from their management, like we're focusing on this. I know the only 3 games in the regular season. Yeah. I feel like they have the ability to tell even the federation like, hey, look, man, we have this tough assignment and you have to do this. If you're going to play one extra game, like let's say for KBF, let's play it, but only one. But from now on, let's just focus on that. Yeah.
How was it the previous BAL? I can't remember. Were their games stopped? What happened?
For like
when they were playing in the BAL, like did they have a team B that was still?
I think yes, they did. I think they had a team B. They had a team B which continued playing.
Oh yeah.
And they're still. I mean, that roster was deep.
It's crazy.
They still had their team that won games, so and they still had.
I think that's still gonna work. What do you think?
Almost they should just go their team C, team B, or team C, team A and B. Team B should train team A basketball. Then team C should just pick up the slack. Even if they lose games, it's okay.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because they've got bigger fish to fry.
Exactly.
And losing, I'd rather the Thunder lose a game in BAL and at least get that experience, even if they win than winning a game in KBF.
Exactly.
Because who are you preparing for? Even do the Thunder even prepare? Like for Lindsay, for Equity, for KPA. What is that, bro? Come on.
So just in case they decide to drop all their teams and forfeit their fixtures, I'm wondering, won't now be empty, bro? Like what the hell?
Actually, Kenyan basketball will suffer.
It will.
No fans.
They won't be guys. Guys just come for that.
Even in the current state of Kenyan basketball, you'll see no team can sell tickets the way the Thunder did.
Even KPA versus Equity versus each other.
Like Umoja, let's put Umoja versus Ulinzi.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching that game.
Yeah.
Umoja versus Equity Dumas, nobody's watching. There is no fun investment. The Thunder have been able to do good brand placement.
Oh my God, that's why I feel the other teams need to step up. We need like more fans from other teams. We need competition. As in serious, you want competition. You can't be winning all the time and then get a false mentality that we're so good.
Then,
my God,
I saw
unbeat, and then you
go check. I checked an interview done by Full Court Press. There's another guy who covers like a lot of local b-ball. Shout out to him.
Shout out
Full Court Press 254. The guy is good. So he did an interview with Bramwell, and Bramwell said, we're still looking for a challenge. Bro, let me tell you, Bramwell, that challenge is going to come in the next 2 weeks. In the next 2 weeks, you're going to get challenged. And you're sent up in the position that you play. That's the most vital. And that's the most, that you have to be the most efficient piece so that the Thunder can succeed. Look at the signings the Thunder have done. They have signed a guard. I've seen they've brought in 2 guards. At least Odero is back. And they brought in one guy who plays the front court. Do you think the new guy who has been brought in, or Carl and Bramwell, can hold fort at the front court?
It's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough because teams are gonna load up on you. They loaded up. Teams caught on quickly that they loaded up on Will Davis. And when they loaded up on Will Davis, bro, it got difficult. And they couldn't be able to get it done. So,
It's crazy. Yeah. So show up on Thursday, I'll be there. Pull up. We go together, we see whether they'll tell you. We go together.
Public enemy number.
We go together.
I'll see if I'm not sure. Maybe if I can leave my job.
For sure. I try to see us there or me, whatever. So now going to the last topic. We had discussed a major part of it. It's the current state of the Kenyan Basketball Federation, KBF.
I mean, at this point, you have said a lot of things about KBF. I mean, in terms of like the venue failure, like the illegitimate people who are still in office. That is a big problem. And, there's these people even I mentioned, they're in the office illegally.
Yeah.
Them guys have refused. They're operating like Mugabe. They're like all Mugabes. They're refused. They're clinging onto power. Not even Mugabe. That's the late Mugabe. They're clinging onto power like Museveni. They have been there. They are not letting go.
Yeah.
And all these things that are happening, the flooding, the games getting postponed, overcrowding, walkovers, it's all showing how incompetent these people are.
Exactly.
And it's coming out in the worst way possible because people are now waking up to the reality. Hey, these people don't care about us. They only care about what the fans bring in. And actually, the people who are getting ripped off in KBF are the fans. For me, I would advocate stop paying for tickets. Don't even go to these games. Stop paying for a game and get rained on. And it rains. Stop paying for that because number one, if you boycott the league. Don't pay for your tickets. Just don't show up because number one, these people are exploiting you. The revenue that you're paying is not even going back to even make your viewership comfortable. Even when it comes down to like you being in the venue, it's not helping because Javan, you can go and say, yes, you have the ability to pay the 200, but can you even see the value of you paying that? Even look at the deal that broke off with Fireflies.
The Fireflies.
The Fireflies deal broke off because KBF brokered a deal that was so one-sided on the side of Fireflies. And it was good because, luckily enough, I was able to obtain the contract and able to see the exploitative nature of how it was. Now, even in one of those posts that I made on the floods in affecting Nyayo, in the Nyayo gym, even the guy who was dealing with the guy who was heading Fireflies came out and said, "This is what you're trying to fix." He came out and said, "That's what you're trying to fix." But now, I don't think, even if, to be honest, personally, if you ask me, I don't think the Fireflies deal will have even be ready for this situation. They will still have suffered the same fate. Too quick. You can't just change things in a month. And KBF wanted to forfeit. They wanted to forfeit like their ability to regulate basketball to this entity that is not a recognized regulatory body just because they're getting money. That shows how greedy they are. They are greedy when it comes down to that contract, and they are greedy when people are paying for tickets and they're not even sitting anywhere. Like Javan, you'll go to that venue on time and you'll not even get a seat.
It's so hard.
You'll not get a seat. You will pay that money, and there's no crowd management. There's nothing. You'll stand the whole time. You can't even.
And then there's a stench that comes to
bro. Come on, like
from the fucking.
Come on, bro. I'm saying like it's pathetic. It's sad, pathetic, and that's and those are the things that I keep emphasizing. And even when I come out and tell people, hey, look, boycott this thing. You deserve better. You as the new fan, even the new fans now who are trying. Usually they are old fans and they're new fans. The old fans understand these things and they go ahead and try to rationalize it all and say things have been like this. Or for the new fans, they don't get it. They're like, hey, you mean tell me this is what I'm going to be subjecting myself to every weekend? No, and that's the big problem. And to be honest, the only way to fix this is these guys just leave and we have new management. Even when it comes to fixtures, games, the officiating, bro, you're not satisfied. You'll see calls being made in favor of another team. You'll see like there's bias officiating. Some of these games, they just look fixed at some point. And to be honest, it's the federation officials who are illegally in office are ruining Kenyan basketball. And that's the truth. That's the ugly truth. And that's something that not many people will come out and say, but
we need change.
But I need change, to be honest. Change.
So now the last thing, when you put out a clip for one of the clips we did on an Instagram clip for the previous episode, you got into some heated argument.
Yes, I did.
With the fan who's a player. That was
I don't like it when somebody, does not like have objectivity when they are speaking.
Could you give context maybe for those who don't know?
You see, the thing is, for somebody to come and criticize, or not even criticize, but challenge facts, and you and not understand like how things move in reality, they will always clash with me. And to be honest, if you bring that, if you start getting messy, and you try to come at me with ad hominem attacks, I will retaliate. I will come after you, and I will make sure that I tell you things that you don't want to hear. Because I really do not like it when somebody says that, I don't work for these people. I don't work for the federation. Neither do I work for, so I don't have to obey these people. I don't have to. I'm not contractually obliged to listen to what these people have to say.
Exactly.
So even if somebody says, kuna wakubwa pale, unajua ufai kukosea wakubwa.
Kwanza even said those are your bosses.
Whose boss?
Whose boss?
I don't work for them. Are you contractually obliged to those people? No, I'm not. I don't work for them. So why should I, act as if you are my superior? You're not my superior. You'd be my superior if I'm working for you.
We'll just hear this. Ajifunze kuishi na watu vizuri. Kuna constructive criticism, alafu kuna kuwa kera maboss. Haya sasa ishia nje, brother. Kusema ni sawa, but we all know there's a limit. So in English is basically saying there's constructive criticism, but don't piss off your bosses. Like seriously.
Criticism is like, the thing is, this is somebody who is basically, to him, this is somebody who is used to being oppressed by people who are even in leadership, even people who are above him. They always oppress him. He has learned that, his mind is conditioned to be oppressed and not challenge anything. And that is the reason as to why you see somebody coming out of the woodwork to throw stones at me when I'm challenging the norm. And I'm saying, because when you say facts, you see, when somebody comes with that school of thought, what that communicates to me is this person has no other thing to say. They have no other thing to say. They can't challenge whatever I've said. They cannot come out with facts to counter. Because one thing is, if I come out with a set of facts, and I can be able to put them on the table and we challenge it, and we come up with, and you also come up with your set of facts, we challenge it, we see what makes sense. But one thing is, I am coming out on a set of facts, I am showcasing my opinion and also backing it up with real statistics. If your only result is saying that, don't piss off like the people who are on top, that means you've already lost the argument and you're shifting the goalpost. So I'm pretty sure this guy has back problems for shifting the goalpost every single time an argument occurs. So every time you say something, they also interject something else. So it's what it is, man.
So it's crazy how now it was a collab post. So I'm now imagining the kind of posts you get, because it was a collab post. Now what about your
my DMs get nasty at some point. Some people just come out and say a lot of things. Like some of them, I think my skin is tough. I have tough skin. I think in this line of work, you have to understand that you are in the business of not being liked.
Yeah.
Business of being objective.
Yeah.
And one thing I carry on is I don't have to cover you positively.
Exactly.
But I'll cover you factually. And that is why a lot of people label me a Thunder hater.
Yeah.
They think I hate the Nairobi City Thunder. They think like I don't like the Thunder team when they play. But in actuality, I actually want the Thunder to succeed.
Yeah.
That is why I'll go out of my way to explain to them the hard things that they never want to hear.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be very unpleasant for some people, but yeah, I mean, it's reality. And to be honest, when I see such comments on the being made, and somebody tries to come with ad hominem attacks, because if you see, that was the first one, but it came as a thread. It continues as a thread. So I said, you know what? I will just give you the same energy to the point where he backed off. So he backed off, and I did not. I made sure to. For me, if somebody throws missiles, I'll throw a nuclear warhead.
Oh,
when you throw a missile, I'll throw a nuclear warhead at you. And not my aim is to destroy completely. To completely. Yours is it will just flick me. It will just flick me like this. But for you, I will level you to the point where you will not even be able to see anything.
Crazy.
I'll level you completely.
Even making me feel.
I'll level you completely. So yeah. I mean,
and he's a player. Anyway, let's not even.
But in closing, one thing I can tell, the people who have indifference to what I say, or even the federation, is I will not stop. I will never stop, and I will carry on exposing you people and telling the truth and saying how it is. Because one thing even said, you can call me about a lot of things, but you can't call me a liar.
A liar, that's true.
I will never lie. I will always lean on integrity. Even when other people have already sold out. So, yeah.
That's amazing. I know we only wanted 40 minutes or something. It's
already there's a lot of things to talk about.
A lot. So,
no closing arguments.
No closing arguments, for sure.
Anyway.
So thanks a lot. I really appreciate you coming here. You obviously be a guest more times. Thank you so much. I know, sorry, Edu co-host wasn't able to make it today. So that was episode 21, actually 22 of the Really Who podcast. Thank you guys so much. Remember to like, share, subscribe.
Sub to the channel.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much. Road to 200 already on around 167. Number one Kenyan Basketball pod. It was Javan here, basketball twin, and my guest.
Nderitu Basketball, NBA Kenya. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one.
I really hoop. You know how we do. I really hoop. You know how we do.